Hello people, thank you for joining me on this video, and in this edition we are going to talk about 5 reasons why you should buy A Men Pure Malt from the house of Thierry Mugler. We're going to kick things off. It's going to be a very simple video. We're not really going to go through note breakdowns and bits and pieces like that like you get in a lot of reviews. It's going to be straight to the point. 5 simple reasons to part with your hard-earned cash for this fantastic fragrance. We're going to kick off with number 1, and it's really quite a simple one, and it's because the cost of this is going to go up. So buy it now while you can, if you can get it at a reasonable price, because unfortunately this line of fragrances has been discontinued, and with discontinued fragrances people still want them, so they'll pay through the nose to get them. I've seen this recently with this fragrance that prices have skyrocketed, and they will continue to do so. So if you buy this, not only is it great fragrance, but also potentially quite a sound investment, and you're also going to be able to get it at a point where it's still fairly reasonably priced, although maybe in 6 months, a year from now, that won't be the case anymore. You will have to shell out a pretty penny to get your nose on this juice. Number 2, it's just freaking awesome. It's really simple as that. It is really a awesome scent. It's a winter scent. It's rich, it's dense, it's got a whiskey element to it, it's boozy, it's spicy, but it also has some sweet ambery notes as well. You know, sweet amber notes. It's got a bit of vanilla and orange in there as well. It's just an all-round great scent. It's one that if you smell, you'll like. The sillage of this gives off a nice sort of warm vibe that you'll just love to sniff, and it just speaks for itself. It's absolutely fantastic. Number 3, and this is similar to something I mentioned on the recent video I did on Spice Bomb Extreme. Number 3 is that ladies love it. You know, it's not one of those clean cut fragrances that ladies also like as well. You know, like your Aquafina, your Profumos and things like that, the summery fragrances. This is denser, it's warmer, it's a cuddly fragrance. You know, they want to snuggle in, really dig the nose and get close to you, get to smell this nice juice. Of course, as I say in all of these videos, there's no magic potion for attractiveness. You know, if you look like Steve Buscemi and you dress like Steve Jobs, well, even worse than that, if you dress like a tramp, no matter what fragrance you go on, ladies are not going to fall at your feet like some YouTubers have you believe. You know, they have you believe that fragrance is the be-all and end-all when it comes to attractiveness, and actually it probably only makes up 5%. Things like dressing well, good attitude, being in shape, far more important. But fragrances do their thing, they give you a bit of a boost. This will certainly give you a boost. It's certainly very popular with females. Where did we got up to? I think that was number 3, so we're on to number 4. Great winter fragrance. It's really simple as that. If you're looking for something that cuts through the cold weather, stands out, and also gives you that, as I said, with the compliment vibe, that cuddly warm element, well, this is your guy. Pure Malt, absolutely fantastic. When the winter comes around, as it's upon us now, this is one that's not going to fade away. You're going to be able to smell it. If you're outside, I say you're going to a bonfire, or you're going to you know, an outdoor event over Christmas, this is going to do the job. You're going to get noticed with this, even from a distance. You know, good arm's length, if not further. 6-8 feet, people are going to notice you. They're going to smell it, and they're going to want to know what you're wearing, because it does smell freaking awesome. And lastly, but not leastly, it's a bit similar again. I'm ending with kind of the same note I ended with Spice Bomb Extreme, but it's just not that common a fragrance. I mean, this is a boozy fragrance. It's called Pure Malt. It has whiskey in. Not many fragrances do that. A lot of fragrances tend to follow similar DNAs. What works for one house will work for another, and they copy each other because they can see that that has commercial value and merit. And although this is a flank from the A Men line, like all of the other ones that came out, like Havana and Coffee, they have different elements that you don't really find in a lot of other fragrances. So if you got this and you don't mind, because it's obviously discontinued, you don't mind spraying it liberally, not too liberally because it's strong, then you're not going to smell like every single other person walking down the street, every other person that you see in bars and clubs, etc. People are going to smell this on you. You're going to recognise that this is a scent of yours. So when they smell this, they're going to think of you. It's unique in that respect, and all of those things in combination, I feel, make it well worth the money, even though prices are shooting up quite rapidly. Anyway, that's enough of me blabbering on again. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video, and thank you for taking the time to watch my other videos if you have done so. If you can like and subscribe, that would be very, very much appreciated. It does help me out massively. And anyway, as I say, that's enough of me going on for now. This has been A Men Pure Malt, and thank you for watching.